My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are doing a live Bitcoin price update to see if we are indeed on track to drop to 40,000. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as a crypto trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and all you need to do is leave a comment if you want to win some free Bitcoin, Free BTC. We give it away every single Friday, and this Friday I'm actually picking two winners because I was traveling last week and wasn't able to upload a video to get one to you guys last week. So it'll be two winners back to back on Friday. So all you need to do, shout out your city. Every video I do is a new chance to win. And without further ado, let's go ahead and make this money. So here we are. This is BTC to the USD on a 343. This is one of the best charts to look at for long-term trend analysis. This is the same chart I've drawn, used for probably the last month now. Goes all the way back to January 1st, 2023. Back then, Bitcoin had a price around $16,000. Right now, it's on track, still within this series, sitting north of $56,000. What's interesting, this is just a little support line I drew in here. One of the last videos, it bounced off that line exactly. And now is sitting at 56. It looks like 56,000, right? The biggest thing to note with this scenario is this is not a good setup for a Bitcoin breakout. We are net negative. The long-term money is leaving the market, right? This right here is going down. This right here shows our medium-term money. That's going down. All we have right here is a quick bounce play off of a previous low, right? That's not the most promising scenario for a breakout pattern in, BTC 100,000. I think before any of that happens, you really want to see Bitcoin get above water with regards to the most recent breakdown, and that would be right here. That price is 62,000. I would say anything above 60,000 is a great step forward. Right now, again, we're at 56, but as long as we're below 60, this thing is going to want to go lower before it goes higher, right? How low will it go? Well, that is the new question. I drew this chart probably 3 weeks ago, and this line still holds pretty true. It's 924. I think we're probably going to go lower before then. When that happens, this market will sell off and Bitcoin will want to try to catch in this little zone right here. It's going to want to catch most likely between 48 and 51. It could go as low on that swing down to say 45, 46.5. But I think once we break 50,000, because this is 51 up here, once we break 50, that's when you'll see Bitcoin teeter off to mid 40s. I don't think it's going to go as low as 40,000, considering it was literally just up at 70. That would be, price cut in half. Just think if you're rich and you were buying Bitcoin at 70,000. For the long term, you have to really, really like it at 35. So I don't think even if it does drop there, it probably won't be there longer than a day. It could be a flash sale. It's a lot of different scenarios that could get us down there, but we do have a lot of support in the mid 40s. So if this thing does sell off to say below right here, right now we're at 54. After that, the price you're going to be looking at is 48, 45 to 50,000. After that, that's when you start getting 44, 45, 46. And that's where it should catch. You could have, again, an extreme sell-off scenario where Bitcoin bottoms out, high 30s. That's extreme. That's probably just going to be one candle, and then every billionaire in the market is going to come buy it back up. Or you could just see Bitcoin teeter here before it picks up steam. Again, we don't have to make a decision before the end of this month. And this is a very critical month. You have a lot of factors happening with regards to geopolitical transition here in the States. You have other countries that have advocated for Bitcoin that are entering their political party selection. So, I mean, it's a big year for crypto. So you have to start thinking, like, what will it mean if we have a new president that supports Bitcoin and the asset starts tanking? You know what I'm saying? So that's one incentive I could see for the downside is, the controllers that really don't want regular people to accumulate any sort of financial attainment could try to downplay, this transition and pump the brakes on the market. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people out there buying it. And it's only so many to go around, so it's only so long they can play the suppression game, which is interesting. It's like watching a real life chess game, unfold in a geopolitical time and space. So it's very, very interesting. I think it's a notable event happening in our society. The first Bitcoin forward president will be coming at the end of this year. So I think it's something that we can look forward to, right? Bitcoin is grossly undervalued at current prices. Traders say ahead of CPI, Trump-Harris debate week. And this was from CoinDesk, September 8th. And it's talking about Bitcoin is in a tight range between 54, 55,000. As of this video, it's up to 56. And major coins are gaining steam as well. Solana, XRP, we talked about that. TRX, we talked about that. However, Bitcoin appears attractive to traders at current prices, who said in a Monday note they consider the asset grossly undervalued, even at $60,000. Those in the know consider Bitcoin grossly undervalued. And I've said that on this channel so many times. I've said this is the most prolific financial vehicle in history of humanity. And right now you can't even get a new Mercedes-Benz for the cost of a Bitcoin. And that's going to go down 20% as soon as you drive it off the lot, right? So it's like we have to expand our understanding of value to really begin to appreciate the opportunity at hand. Amid macro factors dominating Bitcoin price talk lately, the market is overlooking one of the key fundamentals underpinning Bitcoin's value: network security. That is essential. I was just looking at a thing today that said Bank of America, something with Bank of America got hacked and some guy's money got taken out of his account through some approved text message that was never sent to him. Like, network security is huge, and it's like almost every other week you hear about some new company, getting all of their data stolen. At this point, whoever been stealing the data is like they know everything on everybody. So if they wanted to flip the switch and cut it all off, they could probably do that, right? But you can't stop the blockchain. You can't stop the internet. You could take down towers, you could take down servers, but that's why companies like HNT, like Helium, exist. Because the minute you rip down Cox's 5G network, Verizon 5G network, Helium coming in, running peer-to-peer. Like they did in Gaza when the government shut down their internet back in 2015, I want to say. So y'all better look this stuff up. This is happening right now. But network security is huge. Blockchain, we know, provides the most secure data transmission network ever bestowed upon humanities. And Bitcoin and blockchain are synonymous. You can't separate or differentiate one from the other, right? So they talk about the ETF. I think that's really just, the icing on the cake for the future of crypto. Like, we literally just got the first ETF this year, and I think since then the price has more than doubled, since that has started flowing all the way through. almost doubled. It's like 42 up to 56, so like 30-40% gain. And that's in a down market. So it's just a matter of time, I think, before the price really starts to reflect the value. If I had to put a cap on it, I would probably say 2 million per Bitcoin is probably going to be the going rate in about 10 years. Inside my lifetime, I know that. I'm guessing, if I had to guess when will Bitcoin break 1 million, I would say before 2030. Right now it's 2024. I've seen Bitcoin go from $500 to 50,000 in a few short years. So from 50 to 1 million, that don't seem that impossible anymore. So I think another 5-6 years, a couple bear cycles in there, 60% losses, go to sleep for 18 months, come back, run it up 300%. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bitcoin is good for. So that's what we got to look forward to, people. I don't think it's dropping to 40 anytime soon. I think you got a lot of people that's going to be buying this thing up. Even if it cracks 48, like right here, we could see this thing just dip down into like 48, 5, 49, and then get bought right back up into that 50K. That 50K is a huge psychological price. I think a lot of long-term institutional investors, if they see Bitcoin under 50, they might move some money just to get into it. But then on the other side, you got people that might have bought at 60. They see it under 50. They might be getting out. So it's a big psychological number. We do have a little hook there. But even if we fall under that, you got a lot, 6 months worth of buyers willing to buy it. And go long at 45. So I don't see 40 coming anytime soon. That's going to be a huge detriment if it does, and a very, very long recovery to get above and beyond. But it's something we could all look forward to. It's very interesting. I think this is probably the most interesting financial product in the world, and that's why I cover it on this channel. So if you enjoy this content, I most certainly do enjoy you. If you're going to enter the contest, make sure you leave a comment. You can comment your city, shout your city out, or just comment a coin you want to see me chart in the next video. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh.